Steeing out. Looks like you're in line to start on Saturday facing Benteke. Just talk about that challenge and how do you try to defend a guy like that?
I mean, I think like everyone knows who he is. You know, I grew up watching him play when he was mainly at Palace, I guess. You know, I mean, we know what type of player he is. He's a big number 9, really good in the air, really good on set pieces. And I'm just gonna have to pick my battles. I'm gonna have to be smart with it, and you know, and me and the back line are gonna have to just, you know, if one goes, one's gonna have to cover for the flick on header or whatever it is. But I think we're ready.
Battling a big physical 9 like that, what's your comfort level in getting in physically with him or dropping off and not letting him turn?
Yeah, I think, especially for someone of my size, I think I have to give him just kind of like an arm length of distance, because you know he wants to you know put his back on you and try to roll you. So I think it's just not allowing him to do that, and then you know trying to force him into a situation where he's having to head the ball away versus using his chest, and then hopefully we can get second balls.
In those kind of duels, how important is Bartek and Tristan in helping in front of you?
Yeah, very important. I think always having somebody in front of you, especially with a big guy, because a lot of times you can't get to the ball, otherwise you're going to foul him. So I think having that guy in front to maybe even sometimes deter the pass from even coming is going to be really important.
Is there an advantage that you face 3 pretty big guys in training with Giacomakis and Jamal and Rios too?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially Gigi, you know, he's a player that whenever he runs by you, you know, he's always, you know, you're running side by side and one of his studs hits you in the shin or something like that. He's always pushing you. He's always trying to be physical. So I think that's definitely good preparation for the matchup this weekend.
I remember last year him and Miles were just constantly banging up against each other during the entire game. Is there some kind of feeling that you need to set a tone from the start? Maybe get a shoulder into him, anything like that?
I mean, maybe. I think, like I said, I'm gonna have to pick my battles, especially in the air. Because realistically, if he's jumping for a header and I'm jumping for a header and we get the same jump, it's going to be difficult to win. So yeah, I think it's going to be about, can I be physical before the ball gets there and try to win some sort of positioning, win a foul or something. But yeah, I think early on in the game, let them know I'm there for sure.
When you say pick your battles, can you describe what those battles are exactly?
Yeah, like for example, if you know they're playing more direct and the ball's coming in the air and it's, you know, he's going to be unable to chest it down, he's going to have a flick on header, maybe I just act like I'm going and I stay and wait for him to flick it and he flicks it right into me. That would be like an example of that.
What's the balance like for you in a game like this where DC is going to be pretty direct? You kind of know what to expect. What's the balance for you when you win possession in terms of looking for those longer passes and getting into a back and forth or being patient?
Yeah, I think with a team that's more direct, we'll always probably have more of the ball. So it's like you said, really picking the right times. And I think it all depends on the circumstance, because a lot of times when teams play direct, especially from the goalkeeper, their line can be pretty high. So it's how can you directly exploit it in behind, or if not, can he just secure the possession and try to play through the lines.
To make David happy, I'm going to limit this to a 13-part question.
You're going to get struck by lightning.
After the Charlotte match, Pineda talked about putting you in against Pachuca, going against 2 really, really good strikers, and just your eyes being wide open, and now you're kind of a steady starter. But I was curious, what do you remember about that Pachuca match?
Yeah, I mean, I remember I was playing center back, and I remember, I'm going to be honest, I remember not thinking too much. Like, I was like, I didn't really know, like, because that was my first time. Yeah, it was my first time playing the bins, and it was like, everything was moving so fast. Like, it felt like almost like a video game. And I remember not really thinking too much. I was just, you know, and maybe that was a good thing that I wasn't thinking too much. I was just going out there and, you know, see ball, try to win ball. That was kind of my attitude. So I think definitely that experience helped me, and knowing what it's like to get out there in that environment and know you can do it.
It's a big match for the team, obviously, back in MLS play. Just kind of from your perspective, how are you approaching it and seeing the team approaching it, having another match at home with a chance to finally get back into win column?
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, the last couple results haven't gone our way, but I think, you know, every time you step on the field, it's a new opportunity. What you did last game doesn't determine what you do this game. and what we do this game won't determine what we do the next game. But I think it's just taking it one game at a time, get back in the win column, and then let's move from there.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks guys.